Hello Sag, welcome to your reading for mid-July. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm pulling a Celtic cross for you today, and we're going to start off with a couple of astro cards. Towards the end of the reading, I will be pulling out a few charms for you, so make sure you stick around for that. Alrighty, Sag. Oh, interesting. Sister fire sign showing up. Okay. We have Mercury and Leo. Some of you may have your Mercuries in Leo. Some of you may have Leo heavily in your chart regardless. And you may be dealing with a Leo for some of you. Now, Leo talks about self-confidence, loyalty and creativity. And Mercury talks about thinking, learning, networking and communicating. For once, thankfully, Mercury is not in retrograde, so communication and travel have picked up speed and things are moving as they should. Now, when it comes to Leo energy, Leo rules the 5th house and it talks about the heart. It talks about romance, art, creativity, leisure. It talks about self-care more than anything else, and that confidence that stems from that self-care. I feel like the way you are communicating with people has transformed. It has changed. Leo is a sister fire sign to you, as I mentioned earlier. So you are tapping into the same frequency as you already have been, but this time it's taken on a tone of assurity, a sense of self-assurity, if that makes sense. It is possible that some of you may have been in a position of doubting who you are and what you bring to the table in relationships, on the work front, whatever it may be. But because you are taking care of yourself, the way you are communicating with people is coming across as incredibly not just wise but confident. Okay, let's see. Let's pull your Celtic and see what we have for you. It's also possible that you may be communicating not just with a Leo but with somebody who portrays Leo qualities. Somebody who is incredibly romantic, very charming and very creative. Now, heart of your reading, we have the 6 of Pentacles. If you can hear construction in the background, I am truly sorry. Nothing I can do about it. In the heart of your reading, we have generosity of spirit. We have equal give and take. We have balance. What is the challenge? The challenge is pain. The challenge is the 10 of Swords. I feel like there was a disbalance. There wasn't enough equality. There was no harmony in your relationships of any kind. And I feel like that is changing how you look at companionships, how you look at partnerships. I feel like you are reining back just a little bit. That self-love that I've been going on about, it's here for a reason. Because I feel like all the love you have in your heart was going towards another. You're finally taking care of yourself because you realize that once you start giving your all to variables, and other people are variables, it could be anybody. It could be your parents, it could be your children, it could be your friends, it could be your spouse. Everybody but you is a variable in your life. People come and go. The only constant is you. And once you start pouring all that love into that constant, which is you, is when you are going to start growing and evolving. And when you're going to start attracting partnerships and relationships that are truly, truly meant for your highest good. Okay? Now, I should mention the 10 of Swords is usually in the original Rider-Waite represented by the Hierophant who is lying dead on the ground. The Hierophant talks about spirituality as well as traditional commitment. And if you look at the lore behind it, it portrays Thomas Becket, who was the Archbishop in 1100 something, and he was assassinated by Henry II because he was considered to be too meddlesome. So it is possible that there is another energy around you who may be causing havoc in your life and in your relationships. Make sure you keep them at bay. Just a side note. All right. What is your focus, Sag? The 8 of Cups. Beautiful. walking away from what doesn't serve you anymore, and walking towards a wish being fulfilled. You see how she's walking away from a childhood home. She's walking away from something or someone that potentially earlier brought about a sense of peace and harmony. But there is a sense now of walking away from comfort, what we thought was comfort, but was actually keeping us stuck. You're focusing on, some of you maybe physically wanting to move away from childhood homes or from where you live currently. There is movement with Mercury. Tap into that energy. I feel like it's here to serve you. What was in the recent past for Sag? The Four of Cups. It is possible this could go two ways. It's possible that it was an offer that you rejected, an offer of love, a work opportunity, whatever it may be. Something that you rejected that you eventually regretted, or it could be an offer that you made that was rejected, which brought about this sense of pain to you with the Ten of Swords. Thankfully, it's in the past. What is your strength? Stunning, stunning card. Your strength is the Two of Cups. Your strength is your ability to be the perfect partner to somebody. Your strength is your ability to harmonize with another energy, be on their frequency, and bring about a sense of equilibrium within that relationship, something that you've been wanting with the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like because you are in this state, you are attracting partnerships that will help you grow. You're attracting loyalty. You're attracting someone who is not afraid to communicate, who is not afraid to learn from you, who is not afraid to change not their ideologies, but shift their perspective when needed. You're attracting someone who is not stuck in their ways, someone who is willing to be on your frequency. And you are attracting somebody who is equally well versed in self-love as you are. I always say two halves don't make a whole. It's two wholes that come together to form the perfect union. These two cards are reminding me exactly of that. Because when you constantly look for someone to complete you, you will always remain less than you are, because you're depending on someone else to do the work for you. Okay? All right. What is in the immediate future? I love it. Sag. Stunning. A beautiful relationship. That is what is in your future. The Lovers. The Two of Cups is the minor arcana of the Lovers. You see how permanent this feels. Some of you may be getting married. It is possible. But for me, this is a very beautiful aspect of the Ten of Pentacles. Building that generational love, that legacy of love with somebody else. Laying down roots with someone who can be a permanent in your life. Again, people are variables. I always say that. But if you find the perfect partner who understands that concept as well as you, who remains independent as do you, you can form a very, very harmonious relationship. I see that coming about. Absolutely stunning. How are you showing up to this reading, Sag? You're showing up as the Three of Wands. You're showing up as somebody with dreams. You're showing up as someone who is constantly looking to the future. Always trying to discern the horizon. Always waiting for something to come in. The only thing I think of whenever I see the Three of Wands is make sure you are not constantly in this period of waiting. Because if you start manifesting from that place, you will always be waiting. Manifest from a place of, I have it, thank you. You know what I mean? But whatever it is that you are waiting for, Mercury, it showed up for a reason. Things are going to speed up for you. Oh, all right. I did not ask for that. So I'm just going to keep it to the side. The Nine of Swords here is talking about anxiety. You may feel that you have too many eyes on you. You may feel that people are waiting for you to fail. You may be having nightmares. You may be having difficulty sleeping. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with your partnerships. Again, do not manifest from this place. Manifest from here. Manifest from here. Walk away from that pain. Walk away from what is not serving you. Bring yourself peace. Let your heart be light. I always say that when I look at this illustration. Wings and a candle. Let your heart be light. External influences that you may or may not be aware of. Awakening. Now, the Judgment or the Awakening card could mean a couple of things. It could mean that this is an awakening or an aha moment that happens within you towards a particular ideology, philosophy, or even a person. Or it could be the same that awakens within somebody else for you, towards you. So if you are connecting with a particular person and things aren't really moving the way you want them to, I would expect that aha moment to come about for them. That, all right, Sag may just be my person, you know. Hopes and fears for Sag. The King of Wands. You are hoping to stay authentic to yourself. This is a Leo card, but then again, Sister Fire sign to you. I feel like you want to maintain your sense of not independence, but your sense of adventure. The King of Wands is a very charismatic king, and there's no gender in tarot, just take the energy with you. The King of Wands focuses on one particular thing, very much like the Knight of Wands, and makes sure that he masters it. So if this is a career path for you, it is a hobby for you that you're monetizing upon, it is a thought or a belief towards a relationship that you are heavily invested in, I see you mastering it. I see you fearing if you will master it or not, but I see you mastering it nonetheless. And I see you maintaining that sense of fun and freedom and excitement, that independence that I've been talking about. Because if you don't maintain that sense of self-confidence and self-worth, you enter codependent relationships, which are extremely unhealthy and toxic. I don't see you doing that. I see you maintaining your integrity and your independence, regardless of being in a relationship or not. All right. Oh, all right. Potential outcome, the Emperor, is represented by Aries, another fire sign, sister fire sign to you. That mastery that we've been talking about, that level of self-control, that charm that we've been talking about, I see you ascending to it, my friend. The King of Wands, all the four kings make up the Emperor. And the King of Wands is the most magnanimous aspect of the Emperor. It is the most Sagittarius aspect of the Emperor. I feel like you are truly, truly elevating here, Sag. There is something, I feel like it is a relationship that is coming in for you that is truly making you shine and blossom. You can truly, truly be yourself. Whatever it is that you've walked away from has served you well. Whatever disbalance that you and pain that you've walked away from has served you well, because it's created space for not just a beautiful relationship, but for you to actually thrive. Wow, stunning. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. You see that ascension again. From the page, from someone who's a student, learning, training, to the king. Someone who's mastered stability, mastered practicality, and mastered self-worth. Another king, King of Swords, the wise one. Okay, you can't make this up. This is the Hierophant. I spoke about the Hierophant earlier, who was lying dead on the ground. That is not a dead Hierophant. That is a very, very wise Hierophant who has learnt so much on his journey. So much growth right here. Setting healthy boundaries and growing from the pain that you've experienced. Gorgeous reading, Sag. I love it. All right. Let's get you a couple of tea leaves. Coins. Money will be coming to you. I love it. Okay. Harp. Great happiness. Forgive me, I'm not pulling more because this is just too good. I don't want to ruin it. All right, let's get you a couple of charms to close off the reading. All right, amazing. We have love, which is obvious. I know this is coming your way. I can feel it. We have a pentacle, which talks about exactly that. It talks about stability, material wealth, independent wealth, as well as familial wealth. And we have, I don't know what this is called. Is it a trumpet? I don't think it's a trumpet. I have no idea what it's called. But whenever I look, it's funny, whenever I look at the King of Wands, I think of a king who captivates a crowd. I think of him as a salsa king, someone who would do salsa and wow everybody in the room. You know what I mean? And considering we have that, I feel like just go out dancing, Sag. Go out dancing, go out with friends. You may just meet this particular person that we've been talking about, or you may just have the time of your life. Let your hair down. Go have some fun. Absolutely stunning reading, Sag. I hope this helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.